What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be showing you two different automations that are going to allow us to track our deliverability across all of our domains. And the reason why this is important is because currently there's two ways to check this information. The first way is by using the global analytics and filtering by either the client or the campaign, and then looking at the individual email statistics, such as the sent, open, replied, click, all the way up until unsubscribed. You can also alternatively click on an individual campaign, and then there's going to be analytics on the inbox health. So it's show email performance right there, and then we can see how all of these email accounts are performing individually. However, what we're not able to do is look at that from a domain perspective. And so if I wanted to see how healthy is Afonto.co in comparison to goafonto.ca, we wouldn't be able to really see that easily. In addition to that, something we're not able to see is how does Microsoft compare with Google when it comes to all of the campaigns that we've created? Better yet, how does Google and Microsoft compare with MailForge, F60 Host, and any other reseller that we've used? We're now able to see that. And obviously I've got a dashboard that's comprehensive showing the data, but I'm going to keep this video simple. If you want to see that, leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll make a follow-up to this video. But what you're looking at here can remain static, but what this is, it's actually a domain setup process. And so when we're creating domains, they start here, and then we put them through all of these steps until the domain setup is completed. And a lot of these steps are automation assisted, ensuring that we can create domains really quickly. But right now we're going to focus on analytics. And so, boom, this is what we've got. This is the automation that's allowing us to do this. The first thing that this automation is doing is it's getting the data store, logging into our Smartlead account using this URL, this email, password, all this stuff. And then the next thing we do is we get all of the clients that we have. Honestly, there's no point in showing this because not relevant, but also useful for some people. If you use Google Sheets, Airtable, Notion, any project management tool, any database tool that you can store your domains in, even your GoDaddy account, Namecheap, all of those, they all work, right? The main thing you're trying to get is all of the clients, right? Next thing, we're going to be using this URL endpoint and this request content over here to get the things associated to the specific client. And so what we're actually doing, we're basically essentially scraping this page. So we're going onto the global analytics page, and then we're scraping what is on this page over here. So that's all it is, right? If you wanted, api.smartlead.ai has a built-in API that you can use, which is fetch mailbox statistics. This is going to be returning all of the individual emails, but it's going to be campaign by campaign. What we're doing right now is we're looking at it client by client, right? So it's just faster and easier essentially, right? And then you iterate through all of that, and then I'll show it as well. So this is we iterate, and then we look at the sent count, right? And so we're actually grouping all of those, right? And so whenever the statistics come, we're grouping them based on the domain name. So we basically grab the ending of the email to find the domain name, and then we add the sent count. We do the same thing for this. And I'm going to quickly run all of these to show you what it looks like in action, and then we'll move on to the next step. So run anyway, get Smartlead token, gets the client. We've got 7 clients, so it's just going to take some time. I'll start explaining what the data store is. And so what this data store is basically a database where we can keep all of the analytics. And so as you can see, we've got the same information, right? The domain name, sent count, reply count, all of that information is the same over here. But what it lacks is all of the additional context of the domains, which is why we want it inside ClickUp, right? That's why we want it here and not inside here. But what this allows us to do is it allows us to store the data easier, and it also makes the automation much less complex, right? In terms of like the execution of it, right? And so back to this again, we're looking through all of these clients. As you can see, Noel, Afonto, we've got all of these, all of these, all of these. It's got a bunch of statistics that we're getting through the iterator. And then when we look at the cent count, it's going to simply just have 94, 91, all of those. And then it's going to aggregate all of those analytics and sum them up together. So this numeric aggregator is using a sum function to essentially work, right? And then after that, we're simply just adding it to the data store. And so this is how we add it to the data store. Super, super simple. And obviously this is going to have like like hundreds of runs if we have hundreds of inboxes, right? And so we're going to be aggregating it here and then creating a webhook. And so a webhook inside an HTTP module, it's literally just make a request, you put the URL of the specific webhook, you put it here, you do a post, and that's it. You don't even need to do anything extra. I'm not going to show it because I don't want someone to randomly click on this webhook. And then from there, we're going to be getting all of the domains again, and then mapping the analytics to those domains. And so when we're getting the analytics, we're simply using the key, and the key is simply just the domain name. And so going back to this, we've got the key, which is the domain name, and it matches the task name. So our task name is the domain, the key is the thing, and that's how we're mapping them together. And so once we've done that, all we need to do now is just edit the actual domain task. And so the domain task is going to have those fields: sent, reply, bounce, boom. And then we add the ClickUp ID in the specific column if it doesn't exist. And that's it. That's it. It's super, super simple, but super, super helpful. And the analytics we're going to be able to get from this, ensuring that we can make decisions on which domain platform is right for us, which provider is right for us, etc., is going to be a game changer. So hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, and I wish you're having a wonderful day. Bye.